Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again today. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. So, I'm here again. Here we are again. Divine Feminine, I'm pulling us a card. Divine Feminine, I am pulling you a card. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the collective, part of the channel. I really do appreciate you, and so therefore this is a message for you. So, Divine Feminine Oracle, that's what we have right here. We're going to pull you a card right now. Divine Feminine, what is your energy today? What is your energy today, Divine Feminine? Oh, wow. Okay. Surefire thing. A surefire thing. We've got 3 cards on the floor. I'm going to pick them up. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Enheduanna. Now, this was the first ever card that ever came out for me. So, the High Priestess, Enheduanna. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Okay, so, Enheduanna. We have a few cards to read you today, Divine Feminine. We have Catherine Labore, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Indeed, you are worthy of the miracles meant for you, Divine Feminine. It is all part of your purpose and part of the divine plan. We also have Lolita, the Red Goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So remember, as touched upon in our last reading that I've uploaded, which was special messages, no, love messages, or messages from your special person, aka Divine Masculine, it turns out. So I was telling you personally, Divine Feminine, we pulled a card for you. Playfulness came out there too. Playfulness always leads you back to the light. Why are we holding Pope Joan in reverse? The Pontiff of Possibilities. All is possible, you see. All is possible. And yes, Divine Feminine, you are indeed possible. I'm possible. Is that something that you told your Divine Masculine a long, long time ago? Did you look in his eyes and you could see how he didn't believe? But you've already seen the plan. You've already tapped into the Akashic records and you know the plan. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. 333 on the counter. This is our message today, Divine Feminine. You are one with your soul, and your soul is a legacy of love. So we're going to read when your soul selects her card. Catherine Labore, Lolita, and Pope Joan. Okay, and then we're going to read the whole message. I'm going to read all about Enheduanna. Okay, let's find Catherine Labore. Thank you. We've got our last 2 messages. And, let's go to the contents page. Thank you. So let's begin. So the message. It can feel effortless to ask for what our loved ones need. We can fall on our knees at times to pray for the health and highest possible outcome for our beloved children and partners or friends. What's often far more difficult is asking for all that we need. For many of us, lack of self-worth can get in the way of realizing that what we can ask for, that we can ask for so much more, and that ultimately there is no difference between praying for our own needs and the needs of our loved ones. There are so many miracles, graces, and blessings that don't arrive simply because we don't ask for them. Spirit is ethical. Spirit doesn't interfere with our intrinsic right to choose our own adventure story. Free will is ours. So we have to ask for Spirit to intervene in the effort of our own healing. Ask, and you will find. This is a spiritual truth. And also, suffering is optional. Suffering doesn't glorify us or make us more holy. At any point, we can ask for the highest possible good to shower down on us. We can ask to be healed in ways we can't even imagine by handing that healing over to the divine. The healing might not arrive in the way we picture being healed. Our lower back may still throb with pain, but our heart has shifted, and there's a miraculous amount of light within our lives again. If we can hand over an attachment to what healing is going to look like, we can receive all the blessings waiting for us. Lalita. Answers arrive from disengaging with the energy that created the problem or question to begin with. We so often hold tight to what we desire with a grip that actually inhibits it from arriving. And we often take the soul by the collar and demand to know an answer right now. But when a desire is an imperative, there's an inability to be playful, imaginative, and childlike with how and what that desire, with how and when that desire will arrive. The secret to desire is holding it lightly. The secret that the red goddess knows is that we already have everything we desire. So we can trust that what the soul craves is and always has been ours. This is the levity that sparks a shift, a change, an expansion. This is the moment that we remember we are not separate from what we desire or from the divine. Lalita is that brilliant moment in a fight between lovers or friends when suddenly someone mispronounces a word and both crack up laughing. She's the levity that comes when we think, when we loosen our death-like grip on what we think we desire. She's the gorgeous, much-needed reminder that we don't have to suffer our way to what we want most. The path to what we desire and to becoming the soul we need to be in order to receive it can be paved with joy, with divine play, and with a sacred process of lightening up all along the way. Okay, so Hope Joan, let's find Hope Joan. Thank you. We can so easily get caught beneath the glass ceiling of what we think is possible. But the truth is that everything is possible. It's hard for us to imagine just how much the divine wants for our lives, much more than we could ever hope. Pope Joan reminds us that even if we think that what we want isn't possible, it is. Even even better, there is something our soul wants for us that will give us more than we can think to ask for. Pope Joan is a sign to trust in what you believe about yourself. Trust what's within you. Don't rely on what you see around you. Have faith. Know that the circumstances you are currently in are transformed from within. Begin to believe in a vision of your life. Cultivate the capacity to see it, to really imagine it with all your senses, and you will live into the day when it exists as the reality that now surrounds you. Pope Joan's right hand is held in the papal blessing, a Christian mudra of benediction. The two fingers that point downward represent Christ's dual nature as both fully human and fully divine. The human ego is limited and lives beneath a glass ceiling. Joan demonstrates to us through that for the soul, the glass ceiling doesn't even exist. Trust in what the soul knows is possible for you. This is what Joan's wry smile reminds us. Indeed. Let's read Enheduanna. Okay. So who is Enheduanna? Enheduanna embodies the ability to become one with our soul, to live out our highest purpose. Enheduanna is considered not only the first known female poet, but also the first named literary author in history. It is believed that Enheduanna was the daughter of the Sumerian king Sargon of Akkad. She was given the title of En, which signified her tremendous political power. Sargon of Akkad named her the high priestess of the most important temple in Sumer, and she was charged with the lofty task of meddling the Sumerian gods and goddesses with the Akkadian ones to create stability in the empire. Enheduanna composed 42 hymns. Her most famous works are titled The Exaltation of Inanna and the Sumerian Temple Hymns. Her hymns were copied and used long after her death and considered immensely valuable, equal to the inscriptions of kings. She is credited with creating the structure of poetry, psalms and prayers that were then used throughout the ancient world. Her hymns influenced and inspired the prayers and psalms of the Hebrew Bible and the Homeric epics. It is believed that Enheduanna reached a semi-divine status in her lifetime, and that she was considered to be the embodiment of the Sumerian goddess Inanna. When your soul selects her card. Over 4,000 years ago, the high priestess Enheduanna wrote in the Exaltation of Inanna, Most precious lady, beloved by Anne, your holy heart is great. And in the Sumerian temple hymns, whatever enters you is unequaled, whatever leaves endures. She is the limitless love and the inexhaustible power that moves through us when we merge with the soul. We each have a personal myth. We each have an Ishtar Deva, a personal deity who inspires and compels us to bring heaven right here on earth by moving us with the fierce conviction that we're divinely led. And Hejuana encourages us to integrate our light and our dark, to bring our unconscious aspects of self into consciousness. The High Priestess is often described as the guardian of the unconscious. She is that aspect in all of us that holds the veil of awareness that separates us from our inner depths. And Hejuana is about merging the awareness of our soul and all the love and power it gives us with our individual personality or ego. And Hejuana wants you to live and breathe your soul. She wants you to become so intimate with it that there is no longer any separation. And there are no more excuses or apologies for how powerful you are. You are the High Priestess. You are this eternal, she whispers. Your holy heart is this legendary. So let's do an Hejuana's soul voice meditation to finish our reading today. Divine Feminine. What allows me to experience the reality of my soul? Intention. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. And that is our reading. I hope you enjoyed today's message. So, thanks for being here. Much love. I'll see you next time.